What's up guys? Today's video we are back with a much requested deck on my channel. Pekka Bridge Spam is back in the meta and it's absolutely ridiculous in this deck. It's a really hard deck to master. It's a really easy deck to learn but hard to master, I would say, because there's so many Bridge Spam cards. You have the Bandit, you have the Dark Prince, you have the Ramrider, you added the Mother Witch because there's some Inferno Dragon decks in the meta with the Fireball, so it's always great to have like a Fireball bait combination. Ewis with Pekka is just insanely good combination in my opinion, because it's really good against all the bait troops and also against Inferno Dragons and Inferno Towers, so I really like to have my Ewis. Also strong against Sparky, it's not really the thing you want to do, so Ewis is really great. And also, yeah, as I said, Mother Witch is just one of the best cards in Clash Royale still, and having her on the deck, opponent always needs a Fireball. It's just really great, and I prefer the Mother Witch over the Magic Archer. Let's not talk too much. If you guys want to support me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Using creator code Morten is highly appreciated, and let's get some dubs on the top of ladder. Let's do it, guys. Here we go, here in the first game against D Gonzalo, and honestly, this is like a really different Bridge Spam deck. If you're playing a classic Bridge Spam deck from Carpi, with the Magic Archer in it and also with the Battle Ram, this is a completely different deck, so you need to have like a completely different playstyle. With the Battle Ram deck, you can always go in for the Battle Ram in the back, it's way better for kiting, but the Ramrider, yeah, makes sense, right? It's better on defense against stuff like Balloon, against big lava and pushes, also against E-Giant it helps because of the slow effect, and at the same time it's way more punishing in offense because it's also killing troops. And so I would say this deck is like, you need to play it way different. I think it's like more of a passive, at least you need to be more passive with your Ramrider with this deck. With the Battle Ram, it's always fine to cycle in the back, right? You can always cycle in the back, your opponent needs to respond, you're gonna respond to the respawn from the opponent, you always have a counter push, but with this deck, you don't really want to use a Ramrider for no reason. You always want to get value out of the Ramrider. Cycling a Ramrider in the back for no reason is like a really bad play of this deck. Playing it at the bridge for no reason is also bad decision or like a bad play. So you guys will always see me getting a ton of value out of my Ramrider and just use it if I feel like, okay, I have a Elixir advantage, he doesn't have his like thing in cycle, or getting defensive value and using it for counter push reasons. So he actually used a ton of Elixir. No, he will not get a balloon hit, and this is what I'm saying. He thought, okay, this guy doesn't have a Ramrider in cycle, so he's going really aggressive, but Ewis is actually really underrated if it's about single target damage, and the Ewis did a great job. Let's go. We're looking really good. But yeah, you can still sub out the Battle Ram for the, or like you can still sub in the Battle Ram for the Ramrider, but you need to play way different than I'm playing here, but still it's a really fine choice. Also, which I'm like a really big fan of the Ramrider, is if your opponent, for example, goes in with cards like Prince in the back, you can always go in for the Ramrider here, distract the Prince, and he still needs to defend, and this is like a really underrated play. So I'm really sure most of you aren't like experts with the Ramrider yet. I'm not the best Ramrider player in the world, but I know that the card has a ton of potential. So Megaman goes away, Dark Prince will connect, and I think I'm just gonna Mother Witch here. It's like a really aggressive move, but I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I will hit like Skeletons, and I know he's low on Elixir, so this is a time I'm going for the Ramrider. Like most of the time I don't really like to see it, but I would like to do it, but I know I'm up by Elixir, so I'm going for the Ramrider. This is like one of the only reasons I'm gonna go straight up with the Ramrider Bridge. I would say like 90% of the games I'm playing it as a defensive unit. I rather go in for my Bandit, Dark Prince at the bridge, counter push. But in this scenario, I think it was completely fine going for the Ramrider because this guy was low on Elixir, punishing with the Ramrider. Great job, GG's well played, great game. Gonna see you guys in the next one. Here we go, guys, your next game against Tanjo O Anjo. So good luck to him. If we always talk about, I always like to talk about starting plays, if you guys know, like my last videos, or if you're a new subscriber. By the way, don't forget to subscribe. Would really appreciate, guys, for you just one click. And I'm always trying to upload 6 p.m. CEST. So what I want to talk about is like starting plays. What are the best starting plays with this deck? Going for Barbarian Bird at the bridge is always a great play, right? Going for Dark Prince in the back is a fine play, and because I really like to always keep my Dark Prince until I know he doesn't have the Goblin Drill, because the Dark Prince is like the biggest or best answer against the Goblin Drill. So this guy actually plays a Graveyard deck, which will be interesting. So I'm just going for Ewis here. Okay, I think I'm just going to go for Bandit at the bridge. He wants to activate King Tower, so I'm going for Ramrider that he's not able to activate King Tower. So Let's see, and this is what I want to talk. This is what I want to talk about. Going in aggressive with your Ram Rider just for like certain moments. I knew he was going for the King activation. Keeping out the pressure, he didn't have his cage and cycle. We took a ton of damage, he was panicking, messed up the Nado, and this is what we want to do most of the time using my Ram Rider in defense. But I feel like sometimes if he wants to do moves, just keeping up the aggression that he's not able to do what he wants to do. Yeah, also Mother Witch cycling in the back is also a fine move. So Ewis, because Ewis first play is always a risky play in case the opponent plays Sparky. He would just go Sparky in the back, you would lose the game. So Ewis in the back first play isn't a great play. So we go for Bandit here. He will go for the King activation once again, or at least try it. So I'm going for the Ram Rider here. So he still needs to drop something else. This won't be enough, the Ram Rider will still charge. And yes, just preventing the King activation here. So, another really great fact here was, or in this matchup against this deck is, he also doesn't really have anything against the Ram, but he just has a cage. And this is like Goblin Cage, Graveyard, this Graveyard variation with the Baby Dragon have like a really similar structure. Both of them don't really have a reset. For sure the guy at a, how's it called? Which deck I want to talk about? The E-Giant deck. It's like not a deck everybody's using, right? So, the E-Giant deck and this Graveyard deck both have not really a reset, right? Yes, they have the, like the E-Giant player has the Lightning, but Lightning against Vampire is not really like a great thing. So they only have the Cage. If they don't have Goblin Cage and Cycle, going for Vampire aggressive, sometimes even I'm saying it's not the best play of all time, you can do it. So I'm just go for my Dark Prince here. So I'm just go for my Vampire in the back here. Because I don't really have anything against this Baby Dragon right now, so I'm playing it in the back. And now I'm just gonna go for my Mother Witch here. I'm just going for my Bandit here, predicting his Goblin Cage. So I'm just gonna go for Fireball here. Great Fireball, let's go. Do we get a Ram Rider connection? No, we don't. Okay, that's unfortunate. So I would say we just go for Dark Woods in the back. We go for Barbarian Barrel here. And let's see. Going for an Ewis in the back. See if he's going in for a Graveyard. I don't really think he would. So I think I'm just gonna Pekka here. Ewis stays alive. Going for a Pekka is fine. We can't really Fireball a Cycle yet. So I think we're taking a Fireball here. I think I'm just gonna Ram Rider here because his cage is out of Cycle and he can't really defend it. He needs a Fireball in defense maybe, or like cycling back really fast, which is he gonna do right now. Just gonna Barbarian Barrel here, also going with this. Going for a Bandit on the Bomber. Let's go. Also get one Hoggy off. What is the Ram Rider doing? The Ram Rider is doing crazy work. GG's well played, and also the big advantage of cycling a Ram Rider in the back. Even if he has a Goblin Cage and Cycle there, I could have just played another Ram Rider bridge. He didn't have his cage. So if your opponent, or like from the great perspective, if I go for Ram Rider in the back, I will play a Goblin Cage against the Ram Rider, because if he's going for another Ram Rider after 4 cards, I would have my next Goblin Cage and Cycle against his next Ram Rider. It's kind of complicated to explain, but I think you guys get what I'm saying, or like trying to say. Here we go, in our next game we play against Paige, a really great player. Wow.
Thank you for that.
Who is this guy? Maybe... Wow. Who are you, my friend? That's interesting. Why is he throwing a King Tower at my... Fireball at my King Tower? I don't know this guy. I honestly don't know this guy. I never said I would draw with him. Maybe it was a misclick. He's saying good game. This guy's a Bridge Spam player. It's not Vero actually, but it's still a really great Bridge Spam player. So, yeah, King activation helps, but I think I never talked to him. So I'm like kind of wondering why he did it. Maybe he misclicked or something. So, going for a Dark Prince like this. Really great Dark Prince placement. Okay, maybe not. I should have played one tile higher because both towers would have killed it, but my Dark Prince was kind of messed up. So, not the best Dark Prince placement, but I think you guys know what I'm getting. You guys know what I'm getting? You guys get what I'm saying. Okay, Morten. So, going for a ban in the back. And as I said, it's always important to battle on your side. You always want to play the bandit as the second guy, because now his bandit is in my half. And my bandit will kill his bandit. And I will be able to get a counter push, so he needs to defend my bandit. It's so hard to... It's like so weird to explain sometimes. But this is how... Like, mirror matchups in Clash Royale, at least like with Bridge Spam, actually work. So, is he going for Fireball here? Not looking like that. So, just go for Mother Bridge. Going for Vampire first is not the great choice, Morten. I wanted to do it, but I'm always thinking about myself, saying stuff like, always want to be the second guy who plays the tube. So, Morten, be the second guy who plays your Pekka Deck. And I think this guy, does he lag? I don't really know. Looks like he's like lagging a lot. So I'm just going for Fireball here. Really weird game, man. I don't really know. So, sometimes I'm over aggressive, especially if I'm on tilt, dropping trophies. I'm like, okay, let's just go Vampire at the bridge or in the back. Yes, you can do it. Sometimes it will work out, but if you get high on trophies, people will be able to defend it easier, counter push, and they will just beat you, especially in a mirror matchup if you go in. So that's exactly, this guy's a really great Bridge Spam player also, so you will be able to learn a ton of from him as well. And he's not gonna play his Vampire as well. He's not playing his Vampire. He will wait until I will play my Vampire, but I'm not gonna play it. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen in this game. So he's going for the Vampire this time because he feels like he has a great counter push, which I'm getting. He gets a Vampire charge. So that was honestly a really great Vampire decision. It's not easy from him because he got a Vampire charge. My Vampire is dead. I don't create a counter push. So this are like the rare placements or like plays from the Vampire where you can do it. So I'm just going for a Pekka on the back here. And he might go for a Magic Archer. I don't really know why, if he's going to do it 1%, so I don't really want to predict it. So go for a Dark Prince here. So, going for Fireball here. So going for this. I hope Fireball's not going to be able to kill it. Okay, Fireball will be able to kill it. That's unfortunate. That was a really great Vampire. Oh my goodness, let's go. Why I'm saying let's go, it's against me. But I want to say let's go because this is actually exactly what I'm talking about. Using the Vampire's defensive unit. And this guy's playing insanely well. And if he's beating me, I will still add in the video because this guy plays insane. He plays insane. And yes, I'm not the best Pekka player of all time. But I think he is exactly like playing how I would say he needs to play it. And I'm giving you guys the tips. And he's exactly doing what I'm saying you guys should do. So he could teach me. We just go for a Vampire in the back this time. Also go for a Bandit here. Cycling 2 Inferno Dragons is a bit annoying, honestly. Mother Bridge. So always splitting up the troops here. So we also go for another Pekka here. So Fireball this. Fireball's coming down, let's go. Oh my goodness, the Vampire charge. GG's well played. What a game. We did an insane job. Kind of lucky for us that the Evus was still able to target his Vampire. We got plus 42. Let's go, guys. Even activate King Tower. I still think this guy played insanely well. I don't know exactly who's on this account, but you guys saw how he used the Vampire on defense against troops like a Bandit, against the Dark Prince, and he caught me off when I didn't have a Pekka and Cyclone either, so it was really hard for me to have something against the Vampire, because if you don't have a stun, you don't have a reset, you don't have a Pekka, like huge big troops like a Mega Knight, it's doing a ton of damage and it's also killing my troops. GG's well played, this guy played insane, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to smash me a fat thumbs up if you guys did so, and also using critical mode is highly appreciated. I apologize for like the way shorter videos like the last two. I will be back with longer videos tomorrow, but I'm currently not at home for this weekend, so I kind of need to pre-record. I hope you guys are understandable or like understand that, but I still think that was a great episode and I was able to give you guys some tips. So thank you so much for watching. I'm out, peace out, thanks for watching, and goodbye guys.